Come on, give me a little bit of that juju. Give me a little bit of that juju. Come on, give me a little. There we go. Some vibrancy. Straight to the dome. They're all gonna be like this now. They're banding together, but I'll pull them apart one by one. Who do we have? Who's this? Oh, it's my man! Playtime. The fun thing about Chucky is that he actually uses what he's been given. He's been given complete autonomy. Nobody can stop him. You'd have to be insane to believe that, a doll is alive and attacking you. And Chucky knows this. And so many times he psychologically manipulates his victims into, derailing and just exposing themselves. The biggest argument against him becoming a Dead by Daylight killer is, of course, his size. He's way too small. How is he going to hook people? The easiest way I've found to sort of get around this is the hostage situation. So Chucky would use the character's own life against them, right? So he would be on their back with the knife by the heart, and he'd tell the character what to do. Chucky can still do everything that a normal killer can. His head is in the same space, he could be flashlighted, and he can still slash at people. He's not at a disadvantage. It's just an explanation for what's going on. Now the next question, of course, is how does Chucky get someone on the hook? Well, that's pretty easy. He basically does the same thing. His hook action is just him telling the survivor, okay, now get up there, and they kind of just have to, or he's going to stab them. So the idea is, they have to hook themselves. The good guy dolls, they're in different sizes in the movies, but generally, they go up to the hips, so I don't really think it'd be that big of a deal. He'd obviously have that built-in stealth factor, because the game is designed for killers to be huge and for you to see them from a large distance away. I don't think that his size is a big deterrent for him becoming a killer, or there doesn't really have to be any sort of, things change to sort of, you'd use the same animations and the things would still progress the way it does with every other killer. It just looked different. Same systems would be in place. It's silly to assume that Chucky would hit a vital point from his height. I think the first strike would always be something that slows. I think you'd have to add an extra damage state to him. And to compensate for that, he's more nimble and a little bit faster than most killers. What's a little different is every time he hits you, you get a little slower because you're getting hit in the legs. I mean, he's focusing on your tendons and stuff. He's really getting in there. I think it would be called something like Cruel Cut to have this survivor limping. So Chucky is a little bit faster, but he has to deal an extra damage state. Something that changes up what players are accustomed to. People memorize Dead Hard and all this stuff, and they memorize the exact amount of time they have to run. They get to run. So killers that mess with things like that are so evil, right? Because these are game mechanics that you're like, okay, well, this is what I need to do. It's just like the doctor's skill check, just changing or something. I like this, but I want to add a little bit more playfulness to it. We're going to make Chucky a little bit more like he's in the middle of skipping. I saw the reboot with Mark Hamill. It was okay. I didn't dislike it. I mean, I'm always happy to see more Chucky, and I love Mark Hamill. Like I said, the thing that I love the most about Chucky is that he's an actual middle-aged man. He's not just a malevolent toy spirit. He knows that he's going to be placed in situations that make people extremely vulnerable. He knows that he'll never be a suspect. So he can just do absolutely bonkers stuff. That's what's exciting about those movies. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I've got one planned for every day this month, so stay tuned. Oh, and of course, Instagram, Portfolio, Twitter. And hey, did you know that I actually write and draw comics? I've got tons of comics you can read for free over my Portfolio. Just follow the links below and let's check each other out, okay?